Well, another year and another Niner Super Bowl loss. Third straight time. Dang, that's going to be heartbreaking. But anyways, what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the All Around Sports Cast. I am your host, Antonio. Today, we are going over my off-season reaction to the 49ers losing in the Super Bowl again. When will this stop? I mean, for real. I mean, it's getting to a time where it's just pointless now. But the Niners looking like the team of destiny all year long, but come up just short again. But, oh my God, it was heartbreaking to watch for the 49ers. And my grandma's actually a 49er fan, so I know how she's probably feeling right now. But the question is, what really happened with this team and what went wrong? So first things first, two things. First off, I am a Seahawks fan. I'm a Seahawks fan. So I have tons of respect for the Niners faithful, but it's just getting to a time where it's just getting old. It's just really getting to a time where it's getting old. But also, if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell for day-to-day updates on my videos and live streams. For now, let's get this thing started. So, pretty much what went wrong was the defense. I mean, Purdy was playing the best game that he has been playing. And the defense ultimately couldn't stop him. Couldn't stop the Chiefs and Mahomes. Because we've been in this situation before. You were up double digits by 10 points. And you gave it up. And you knew going into halftime, you had to get a touchdown to at least take the lead by a mass amount. And you kick a field goal. But I can see why. And then you just get so soft on defense that it's just getting to a point where it's just not working. And you allow the game-winning touchdown to McCall Hardman, who I said in the my live stream that it was him doing it twice. I was wrong about that because it was I'm trying to remember that running back's name that was with the Chiefs at the time, but I can't remember his name at the moment. But McCall Hardman won it this time, so that's all that matters right now. But the Niners, they've just done this time and time again. That's just getting to a point where it's just getting old. Because the Niners have been there 3 straight times since 1995. And they haven't been able to come back with it. 3 times. One against the Ravens when you had Kaepernick. Ravens had the lead, and then the power outage happened, which we are still questioning to this day. And then also along with the first matchup against the Chiefs, where you were in the lead by 10 points with 7 minutes to go in the fourth, and you gave that up. And then this time, you gave it up in overtime. For only the second overtime match in the Super Bowl. But I will say this. The Niners played an amazing game. But here's the thing I find a little interesting. I saw this on reports. And I've seen it in press conferences. The Niners didn't even know the dang rules of the new overtime. They didn't even know the rules. How do you not know the rules? I mean, I'm being serious. How do you not know the rules? How? Because this rule was changed 2 years ago when the Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes met in the divisional round, which was going to be a shootout. And now you go into this game and you don't even know the rules? They were announcing it. And you didn't even hear that? That is just questionable to me. I don't know what Kyle Shanahan was thinking there. But Kyle Shanahan, I personally believe that he's not built to be a head coach. For these reasons. Number one, you've been there 3 times. 1 as an OC, 2 as a head coach. All 3 times, you've had double-digit leads. Patriots, when you guys went against the Patriots, when you were with the Falcons, gave up a 28-3 lead to give the game away in overtime. The first overtime matchup of the Super Bowl. Then the second time, Super Bowl 54, you give it away again. This time in the final 7 minutes when you were celebrating early. And then now you allow it in the second half and in overtime. It's just getting to a point where I don't think Kyle Shanahan should coach anymore. Because it's getting to that point. I have no disrespect for Kyle Shanahan at all. He is an amazing play caller. But if you've gone into the Super Bowl 3 straight times and you haven't been able to bring it back once, and the only one time that with the Falcons, he was with the Falcons, not the Niners. But you've been there 3 straight times and you haven't been able to come it back. You haven't been able to bring it back since 1995. And the Seahawks have been there 3 times. Only difference? They actually finished the job. They actually finished it. Which you 49ers have failed to do time and time again. I don't want to hear any more about the rings. It's getting old. And it's just getting to a point where they're starting to remind me of Cowboy fans for crying out loud. And that's a really big blow for the 49ers faithful. It's getting to that point. The fact is, it's a new modern game. Rules have changed. Games have changed. Players have changed. And not even all the current players were even born the last time they won a Super Bowl, for crying out loud. Just like the Cowboys. I want to ask a question to all the Niners faithful out there. Do you really want to talk smack to the Seahawks and make it not worth anything? I mean, for real. You have not won a Super Bowl in 29 to 30 years. Yet you still clown us. I believe I stand up for my entire fan base when I say this. If you're really going to talk smack and make it worth what your franchise is worth, then go finish the job, why don't you? You have the talent around you. You have the offense to do it. You got Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, Jennings, and Purdy. And then on defense, you got a rushing unit, which Bosa's going to be there, Warren's going to be there, and loads of other guys on this defense. Chase Young we're still waiting on, because I don't think he's going to stay there because you can't pay Bosa and Young at the same time. But my point is, you can argue, Niner fans, all you want. But the fact of the matter is, you have not been able to come back with it since the 90s. That is about 30 years ago. And it's just getting to a point where it's old. So until you win if you really want to make your stack worth it, then go finish the job. You have the talent, you have the skills, you have the roster. This was the best roster you had to work with in decades. It was the best record you had in decades. The best roster you have had in decades. And the point is, you still couldn't come back with it. Still. Going against a weak and vulnerable Kansas City team. There was no excuse at the beginning of the year. There was no excuse to lose that Super Bowl. You had Purdy healthy. You had every single asset healthy, except Dre Greenlaw, because he got hurt some point at the beginning of the game when he was running onto the field, which I still think was a little crazy. My point being, you have the talent. You have the people to do it. Not only did you have the best offense in the National Football League, but you also had it going against a Kansas City team that receiver core was not that great. And you still gave it up. The roster. Let's look at the roster of Kansas City here for a minute. You got McCall Hardman. You got Rashee Rice, a rookie. Marcus Valdez-Scantling. Travis Kelce. and James. I don't know his first name. And then you also got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Isaiah Pacheco, and James McKinnon. The point is, if you're going to make your smack worth it, then go finish the job. You have the roster. But anyways, that's my topic for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell for day-to-day updates on my videos and live streams. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.